Today I'm going to be replacing the rear wheel bearings on a 2018 Toyota Corolla XLE Hybrid. First thing to do, jack out the vehicle, remove the wheel using a 21mm socket. Now that the tire's off, make sure that the parking brake is not turned on. This car has an electronic parking brake, and that's what that connector is. So disconnect this connector, pushing in on the back of the tab, and pulling it off. Just put it out of the way. Next step is going to be to remove the brake caliper and the brake caliper bracket. Make sure that the parking brake is not engaged. It's two 17mm bolts that hold the bracket onto the spindle. So I'm going to take both of those 17mm bolts out, and then I'm going to use this scrap piece of wood, and I'm just going to stick it right in here, and I'm going to use that to support the brake caliper so that it's not hanging off the hose. So I removed the two 17mm bolts holding the brake caliper bracket to the spindle. So the next step is going to be the ABS sensor in the rear. We've got to remove that plastic outer cover and then just remove the plug from the sensor. So this is a view of the ABS sensor from the bottom side of the car. So you can see that there's like a little clip right here and there's a little clip up here. So I'm going to take the screwdriver in from the other side and I'm just going to gently pry those apart right there. So I've pried that apart, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish pulling it off. One piece, two pieces. So that's it. And then you're going to push this tab right here at the back towards the wires and then pull it off. So this is what the ABS sensor clip looks like when it's removed. Two pieces, and they just clip together. Now that the brake caliper and bracket's out of the way, we got to take the rotor off. I'm going to use two of these 8 by 1.25 jack bolts in here so that I don't damage the rotor trying to take it off. So I'm just going to put those in there and then use a 14mm ratchet. Just evenly draw these down, and that'll pop the rotor right off. Now that the ABS sensor is removed, the last thing to do is remove those four 14mm bolts. You can use a 14mm deep socket to take those out. So to remove this, you could smack-a-doodle-doo the hub with a hammer or a mallet or something like that. I got a slide hammer, so I'm going to use that to pop it out. So the problem with this car was when you were driving it like around town or on the highway, it's almost sounded like there was an exhaust leak in the back. It was like a low hum or sort of growling sound. So these are the wheel bearings that came out of the car. This is the driver's side and that's the passenger side. So the passenger side, when you rotate it, it's nice and smooth, feels pretty good. The driver's side, when you rotate it, it catches. It's not smooth. It feels like there's indents or something. So this driver's side wheel bearing is definitely no good.